right. Monday Night Live. Missed being here last week, but we are back. This is week 4, only the third live though, because we missed last week. Why did we miss last week? Because Katie and I were traveling. We were on a cruise. So, what's going on? Hey, if you're jumping on, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. Got a few topics we're going to cover tonight. Going to talk the hotel we got to stay at in Miami. I know I mentioned it 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to show some footage that I took there. Going to look at some of the top posts on Reddit's credit card subreddit, see what's going on there. And I don't remember what else I put. We'll see where we end up. Oh, I have a friend who's getting married in Puerto Rico, and another friend asked me to help him get there on point. So I'm going to show you how I did that. How I found how to get to Puerto Rico round trip in one credit card. We're gonna do that. All right. Well, what's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good night. We're gonna jump right into it. Katie and I went away this week. We were in Miami, Florida, going on a cruise. We went on a Disney cruise with no kids. Honestly, not a ton of people really question us on this, but it does seem weird, right? Like, why go on a Disney cruise with no kids? But we love all things Disney. We're not ashamed about that. They do things so well. Obviously, you pay for it. There's a lot of money involved in that, but they do things so well. And because they do things so well, there's a certain group of people that goes on Disney cruises, okay? I'm not trying to trash talk anybody, but just for example, Disney cruises do not have an all-you-can-drink alcohol package. So because they do not have that, you're not going to find people that are drinking too much. I mean, there'll be some, but it's not going to be overwhelming. So like, that's just a small thing, but that's one reason we really love going on Disney cruises. This was our first time going on a Disney cruise with no kids. But other than the fact that we missed our kids, we had an absolute blast. Like, parents, I think as a parent, you're like, man, I would love a break from my kids. And the moment you get a break from your kids, you're like, I just want to be back with my kids. So that was definitely our experience this past week. But we had an absolute blast. We got to hang out in the adult side of the pool area. We got to hang out a lot of the different adult bar and lounges, which typically we don't get to spend a lot of time in with the kids. We really didn't do any of the kids focused activities other than the boat wide parties, which the boat wide parties are meant for all ages. So that was a ton of fun. And we do have on my wife's channel, which is a whole new world. She's going to be putting out a vlog here, I don't know, sometime in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that if you want to see more. I'll probably mention it on another live stream so you guys can get see actually what we had going on for real on that trip. But before we got on the trip, we stayed at a hotel in Miami. And I talked about this last week, but let me pull it up here. We stayed at the Intercontinental Miami, in absolutely amazing hotel. We loved it. We were only there for one night, but I mean, it felt luxurious, which not every expensive hotel does, and there are sometimes cheap hotels that do. And this is probably a mid-range hotel. I think I looked up the price, and it was, I don't know, something like $250 a night. Why can't I change the date here? Here we go. We stayed there on a Sunday night, so I don't know. It's just looked like an upcoming Sunday. Oh, here's an upcoming Sunday for $170 a night. So okay, so I mean, this can get um, within a reasonable price range. The following Sunday, over $200 a night. Um, I'm sure if you were looking at like a Friday night, 237. Yeah, I mean, I've seen this hotel upwards of $300 a night, and so pretty wide range there, 170 to $300 a night. But the best part about this hotel is that when you book it with points, you're looking at 39,000 points for this hotel. More importantly, you can use, if you have a free night certificate, you can use your free night certificate on it. How do you get a free night certificate? Well, it comes with having the IHG Premier card. And so I talked about this 2 weeks ago, but this is one of my favorite cards. I consider this a keeper card. It does have a $99 annual fee, but it comes with this annual free night award. And you can see here, each account current redemption cap of 40,000 points. So you can use this on a hotel room that costs up to 40,000 points. This hotel here was 39,000 points a night. And so just a fantastic redemption option for the IHG card. And don't sleep on IHG. I mean, any Intercontinental you go to is going to be an awesome hotel. And the fact that the Intercontinental Miami is 39,000 points, I mean, you can get some pretty decent hotels. If you just look up like best IHG free night redemptions, probably, here we go, 37 best ways. This is from upgradedpoints.com. Intercontinental Bali, Bangkok, Berlin. These are all Intercontinentals. Budapest, Fiji. I mean, all these places you can use. Madrid. You can use your free night award, right? I mean, these are stunning hotels, right? Obviously, these are global. Taiwan. 20 best US. Kimpton, Phoenix. Intercontinental San Diego. Kimpton, San Diego. Yeah, I want to go to all of these hotels. The Kimpton Hotel Barn. Kimpton Anglers Hotel South Beach. I didn't see that one when I was looking it up. I wonder where that's at. I did see this. Kimpton Epic. I mean, just a lot. Here we go. Hotel Indigo, Lower East Side, New York. Man, any hotel you can get for a free night in New York is, I mean, that's going to be great. So, the Kimpton Hotel Monaco, Philadelphia. I want to go there. A lot of Kimptons, a lot of Intercontinentals. So it's interesting that they didn't have Miami on here. Did they? Did I miss it? No, they didn't. They don't consider it one of the best redemptions? Wow. Well, I consider it a very good redemption. I wonder if they lowered their rate. Like, I just want to look this up. Just to see. Just see how much this costs. $315. Yeah, that'd be a great. That would be a really awesome redemption. Why is this significant? Again, I said this before. It's a $99 annual fee. If you were looking for a hotel in Miami for $99, like, you might be able to find it, but it's gonna be jank. So the fact that you can stay at these great hotels for $99, I want to show you a video. So this is, let's see, let me take that down. This was going into the room. That One of the the best way that you know a hotel is luxurious is by the shower. I mean, the shower was awesome. Had a little bar there. I got some free water, which again, we can't compliment these massive hotels and make tons of money on free water, but it's nice to see. And then just a really nice king size room. It was great. That blackout curtain was amazing. It was pitch black in that room, even as the sun was rising. And then I also had this clip. This was walking into the hotel. I mean, just a really stunning ambiance of the hotel. So absolutely loved it. We had a fantastic time cruising out of Miami. It was our first time going out of Miami. I don't know if obviously, like, Disney doesn't own that. So the operations, once you arrive at the specific cruise port, Disney just crushed it. So I can't say that necessarily the other cruise companies are going to do as good of a job, but we loved cruising out of Miami. It was super close to get to. We stayed at this hotel. It was like a 5-minute Uber ride over, which was like, I don't know, $8 or something, like dirt cheap. So very, very, very easy to take a cruise out of Miami. So that was awesome. So let's see, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you got any credit card questions, drop them in the chat. I have a friend who's getting married in Puerto Rico, and he's sending out invites. And I had another friend reach out to me and say, hey, like, could you help me identify a way to get to Puerto Rico using points? And I thought it was a really interesting thing. I don't think I've ever checked out Puerto Rico. And so I just kind of want to show you what I did. Like, what was my main plan when someone says, like, hey, find me a way. Oh, Costa Rica, not Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. Find me a flight to a specific country, or help me get to this place on points. Like, what does that look like? The very first thing I do is I want to find out who's flying there. And so I typically go to Google Flights. I'm based in Pittsburgh, so I always start in Pittsburgh. And they need us to fly into LIR airport. I'm not even going to begin to pronounce this, but this is where we had to fly into. San Jose airport is the most popular. I believe it's the capital of Costa Rica, and that's the most popular airport to fly into, but we had to fly to LIR. So I just wanted to check this out. And I mean, you can honestly pick any date, but to get a beat on like who's flying in the where, but I believe it was March 19th to the 23rd. And right away, I mean, this is going to tell you what airlines are flying this trip. So you got United, you got American, you got Delta. I mean, these prices are not cheap, right? Round trip, if you're taking a significant other, I mean, you immediately, do you have a link for the IHG card? No. I can drop the public link. I do not have a referral link. I don't believe so. Let me see if I can. Someone else just asked me this. Let me see. I don't know if it's not, you can't get a referral all the time. Sometimes you can. I think this is working. Well, oh no, here. Yeah, I do have one. Here we go. Yeah, I can throw this in the chat. Can you just click links in the chat? I'm not sure that you can. Well, I just put it in the chat. It's right there. If you can't click that, let me know. I'll figure out a way. Maybe you could screenshot it, highlight the text, something like that. But yeah, here's my referral link. Let's see. Okay, wait, this is wild. What is hold on. We're gonna, wait a second. Wait a second. We need to spend some time on this. Hold on, people. Okay, so here's my referral link. Earn 4 free nights after spending $3,000 in 3 months. Has a $99 annual fee. This is on my referral link, the one I just dropped in the chat. But let's look at the public offer. The public offer. Man. Hold on. Before you apply, whoever's interested, hold on. Let's look at this for a second. Come on. Card brands, IHG. So the public offer is 140,000 bonus points plus $100 statement credit, compared to my affiliate offer, which is 4 free nights, which each night is valued up to 40,000 points. So what's 40 times 4? 160,000. So you kind of got to think what is more valuable to you. I mean, on the surface, the affiliate link I just shared, 4 free nights, that again, each night up to 40,000 points. That'd be 4 nights. That'd be 4 nights at that Miami hotel that I just said, right? After you're spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. The public offer is 140,000 bonus points plus 100 statement credit. So that'd be only 3 free nights, but you get the $100 statement credit. And $100 statement credit is nothing to sneeze at, guys. I mean, that's money in your pocket. So that's something. But here's why this is really interesting. And I haven't talked about this. When you redeem 3 nights, you get a 4th night free. So the fact that this affiliate link gets you 4 free nights, that's actually going to get you 5 free nights in an IHG hotel. That is a really phenomenal affiliate link offer. I think if I was getting this card, I would want the affiliate link offer more than the public offer. But I wouldn't blame you if you feel like, oh, I want that extra, I just want the $100 and 140,000 in my pocket points. That's easy. This is going to show up as 4 free night certificates. So these aren't going to be, this isn't going to come to you as 160,000 points. It's going to come as 4 free night certificates. The thing there is they probably expire. There's probably a 1-year expiration date on those free nights. So if you are looking to travel somewhere with IHG within the next year, this affiliate link, that is a phenomenal offer. So again, that's using my affiliate link. I put it in the comments. It's in the comments. There it is on the screen. Use your iPhone. If you can't click it, screenshot that, highlight it, whatever, and paste it. But yeah, 4 free nights. Spend $3,000 in the first 3 months, and then yeah, it's super easy. It is super easy. I mean, the IHG website is so great. I think here, I'll show you what it looks like. What was that? We'll just go back to Intercontinental Miami just because it's easy. Why can't I spell Miami? There it is. 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 nights. You're going to pick reward nights under rate preference. don't know how many points I have. I have like 165,000 points. So select hotel. Oh, only got 2 queen beds. I mean, I'm looking like next week. So if you did like far in advance, say you want to go, let's go for a little Thanksgiving. This is over Thanksgiving. Come on. Only 21,000 points. 1 king bed, select. And look, it'll tell you. These dates are going to cost me 26,000 points. This date is my 4th night, is going to cost me 0 points. And then the last night, 28,000 points. So this is 100% a thing when you're booking rewards stay. Look right here too. Every 4th reward night is free. So is it 4 free nights in 1 year? Yeah, I'm almost positive. I don't know for a fact, but I'm almost positive these would expire 1 year. I mean, we could check. Offer details. I don't really have time. I don't want to read this. Free night may not be transferred or extended beyond the expiration date. So there's going to be an expiration date, and usually it's 1 year. The free night certificate that you get every year with the card, this free night expires. You have to use it within the year, and it's not calendar year. It's not January to December. It's your anniversary year of when you get the card. So if you apply today on Monday, September 11th, you won't get you won't get this anniversary night until next year on September 11th. And so then you have between September 11th and September 11th to spend it. But again, if you're using this affiliate link, if you get this sign up bonus, you get the 4 free nights. So, I mean, that is just your $99 annual fee, and you are right about to, get 5 free nights somewhere. Honestly, if you sign up Monday, September 11th, and you have to, let's say it takes you until November 11th to hit the $3,000, you'll get those 4 free nights then. Those will expire next November, but next September you get your annual certificate. So then what would you have? You would have 5 free nights, and you'd have 5 free nights plus the bonus night. So you could stay somewhere for 6 nights, like if you waited to book until between next September and November or something like that. So yeah, great deal. Boy, thanks for asking me about that referral link. I hope a bunch of you use it. I don't know what I get. I get 10,000 bonus points for each friend that signs up. So that's fine. It's helpful. It's like $100 in my pocket. So appreciate every referral sign up. I can only get 50,000 a year. So if more than 5 of you do it, I'll let you know if I hit a max, and I'll start using I'll find somebody else's referral link I can share for future live streams. Okay, that's enough of that. That's great though. Wow. Look what we discover on Monday Night Live. Just figured out a way to get 5 free nights for $99. Come on. Can't beat that. But actually, okay, wait. Hold on. My brother's in the chat. So I'm going to bring this back up. Because, my sister-in-law, she'd want to stay at a Disney hotel, but they're going to Disney in February or something. What? I don't know when they're staying. Let's see, February. They're going to the parks for 4 days, so right. So you need 5 nights, at a hotel. So let's just look. Let's see what's available. Reward nights. Oh, I picked. Hold on. Change search. Crown Plaza, downtown Orlando. I mean, all of these would be available. I don't know which one would rank the best. To be honest with you, I don't know if I would use my IHG points in Orlando, but like if you're going to Disney and you're trying to save money, I mean, do it, right? Like it might not be by the numbers, the best redemption, but if it's good for you, just do it. The first of the six. I mean, this is just for an example, because let's be real. My sister-in-law is not going to let you stay off property. You guys are probably staying at the Grand Floridian. Across from Universal Orlando. Yeah, I mean, these rates are fine. Would I use the free nights there? Probably not. Because again, what was that? Best IHD redemptions free night. We just look through that. So let's look at something else. Frequent miler. Look at this. You got it broken down by state. I mean, where do you want to go? Anywhere you want to go. You can go there. 5 nights. We go to Colorado. Yeah. So, all right, I'm done. Done on IHG. Basically, the moral of the story here is don't sleep on IHG. I dropped my referral link in the chat if you're interested in the IHG card. So go and use that. You get 4 free nights up to 3,000, 3 months, $99 annual fee, but you get a free anniversary night each year, which more than offsets for me that annual fee. So it's just a very easy keeper card for me to have in my wallet and for me to hold on to. All right, we got off track, but that was really great. That was great. Tell Mike to get rid of his Disney card. The Disney card is trash. It's trash. Oh man. It is so bad. I cannot overstate how bad the Disney card is. This is the no annual fee version. So that's nice. I mean, it's no annual fee. You get $150 after 500 spend. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. But I mean, I guess if the 0% for 6 months is good for you, like that might be something. But like 10% on shopping, there's a million. If you click into the terms and conditions, there's like so many restrictions on where do you get the 10%. 1% in Disney dollars is absolute garbage. I mean, there's just so many other better cards. Like you would be endlessly better. Anybody in the world. He got rid of it a while back. Great. Smart choice. Anybody would be better. Navy Federal card, 2% on everything, 3% on travel. That's not, I mean, if you're sticking to a 1 card option, that's fine. But I assume that's cash back, which again is fine. But you could do something like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, where you're going to get 3% on dining, 1.5% back on everything else. But this comes as Chase Ultimate Reward Points. I was just having a conversation with my friend Luke. There he is in the chat. Oh, look at that picture. I don't know if he's still on. Look at that. Good looking guy right there. He's single, ladies. He's single. I was just talking to him because he has had a credit card through PNC Bank forever, but the PNC points are garbage. Like you can barely do anything with them. Chase Ultimate Rewards Points or like American Express Membership Rewards Points, those are like so flexible. You can transfer them out to other places. So yeah, like a $49 fee to get those rates and only cash back. I mean, to me, that's not worth it. This is a $0 annual fee card. You're going to get 1.5 back on everything, which the difference between 1.5% and 2% back on everything is you might be like, oh, that's, I guess 2% versus 1.5, but spending $49 a year actually probably offsets that. So like that's negligible there. 3% on travel. 3% on travel is good. I'm assuming that means all travel. This is 5% travel back through the Chase Rewards portal, which the portals associated with these cards can be limiting, and sometimes prices can be inflated inside those portals. But I wouldn't be even using that. If you have, you probably want to get something like the Chase Sapphire Preferred to start, because the Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to give you access to their travel partners. Once you have something like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which does have a $95 annual fee, but you get access to these travel partners, then using something like the Chase Ultimate Rewards, you get that, and then you transfer out to places like Hyatt, you transfer out to places like IHG, you use it on like Southwest, and so yeah, like getting cash back and using it for gift cards. I mean, that is a super simple. I'm not looking down on that strategy whatsoever. A lot of people do that. A lot of people are team cashback. I'm team travel. And you're just going to get a way better value if you got into like the Chase ecosystem and we're primarily earning Chase points and transfer them out. You're just going to get better value. I could do a spreadsheet and run the numbers. Maybe we'll do that one specific night, but yeah. All right, we keep getting off track. We're about 30 minutes in. We've been going about an hour the last few Mondays, but I think maybe we'll only go about 45 minutes. I did have a few topics. Let's do some of these quick topics, and then we're going to end flying to Costa Rica, which is where I was getting to. Some of the looking at Reddit, the credit card subreddit. There were a few hot topics over the last week. This person said, is this the most slept on credit card? And he talks about the AAA Signature Visa. To be honest with you, never heard of it. He actually goes through a pretty in-depth explanation of the card. Two different versions here. So I don't even know how to say this. Comenity, they have a really poor, I actually think he even says that. They have a really bad reputation. Oh yeah, he does. Just poor customer service, all things around. So like it's a little bit of a red flag right off the bat. But 5% back on groceries, 30% back on gas and electric, no annual fee. I mean, on the surface, yeah, it looks like a pretty decent card. What did he say here? Cons, no app to manage, that's whatever. So the cashback is $500 per year. So there's a limit there. So I guess if you're a super high spender, that's probably going to be fine for most people. When you first set up autopilot, it takes 2 pay cycles before it actually goes through. That is so dumb. That is the dumbest thing ever. The only reason that a bank would do that is because they want you to forget to pay, so you have to pay interest. That is the only reason that they would have a stupid rule like this, which is why people don't want cards that are issued by them. You can only redeem as cashback. So I don't know. Is it the most slept on card? No, it's probably not. Honestly, what is the most slept on card? This card is not slept on, but if you pay rent, you 100% should have this card, the Bill MasterCard. I do not pay rent, but this is pretty much the only card on the market that will let you pay your rent without a transaction fee, and you get points on your rent. Get double points on the first. So yeah, I mean, you might have a fee associated with paying using a card on your rent. But not many places will give you points on your rent, and Bill does. So Yeah, I mean, it's rent card transaction 3%, waived for you as a belt card holder. So you're okay. So they actually waive that transaction fee, which is huge. Yeah. So I don't know. This is probably be what I would say is the most slept on card, because you can actually transfer these points out. I forget all of their different partners, but I'm 99% sure Hyatt is one of them. And so imagine, I don't know what people pay in rent, but what, $2,000 a month? So 24,000 points a year. You can, oh, here, look at all these things. American Airlines, Hyatt, IHG, United, a lot of different partners. So that'd probably be what I pick. If you pay rent, you want this card. 100%. All right, we're doing that. How do people with 15 plus credit cards keep getting approved? Keep getting bonus offers. Okay, this is just like a little bit of a misconception. Banks do not care how many cards you have. They do not care. They care about if you're making payments on time. They care about how much credit is associated with your name, and then how much of that credit you are actively using at any given time. They care about how long you've kept cards open. Are you opening and closing accounts a lot? But honestly, they do not care about the total amount of cards. You have rules like the Chase 524 rule, which is not an official rule from Chase. You're not going to find it on their website, but everyone in the credit card community knows about it. You have 5 cards within the last 24 months. I just did a video about this on my channel, a main video. You can go back and watch. I just dropped last week. There's rules like that. So if you have 5 within 24 months, they won't give you any cards. But like just this total amount of cards, they do not care. They do not care. And having more cards helps your credit. It does, because it gives you more of a credit limit, and presuming that you're spending your money wisely, right? You're not spending money you do not have. Your credit utilization is going to be lower. And so ultimately it's going to help your credit. It really will. Again, that's all presuming that you are financially literate. This is the other thing I want to talk about. Look at this. This is from September 5th. I got my MX Platinum for the clout. This is legit. I don't know how many people that I got 5 people watching. I don't know who you are, but I don't know if this is an issue for people that are watching this right now. But people will legitimately get credit cards because they look cool. And the MX Platinum looks cool, 100%. It is a very cool looking card, and it's heavy. It's metal. You feel like, yes, there's like something about having this card that makes you feel cool about, like, better about yourself. But it says, I didn't know much about credit before I got it. I knew it was a status symbol. It says, I talked to my financial therapist. What's a financial therapist? I want to be a financial therapist. Like, is that just another name for, your tax guy, your accountant? What is a financial therapist? I'm learning about my card and how to enjoy its benefits safely. Yes, I know somebody who got this card just for the clout. That is true. The thing about this card, it has a $695 annual fee. That is so much money. And this card will be valuable for some people, 100%. If you are a financial therapist, if you travel a ton, this can be a really phenomenal card, because you get a $200 credit, hotel credit every year, this credit every year. You can use this entertainment credit on things like the Disney bundle, ESPN, New York Times, whatever. $200 Uber cash. It comes in $15 a month payments, so that's, a little bit annoying. But they have, this is the greatest lounge collection card in existence. So this can be extraordinarily valuable for some people. Gives you clear credit. If this is your only card that gives you clear credit, obviously you can take advantage of that, which is super nice. Premium rental car status. This is actually really phenomenal. Complimentary status for like Hertz President's Circle. I mean, that's actually really legit. A few other things. Walmart credit. You can get Walmart Plus. Some Saks. Like there's a lot of things here, but legitimately when you add it up, it's very, very hard to make it worth the annual fee, and it takes so much effort for a lot of people to hit the annual fee. And so what happens is you get it for the clout, and it's just going to end up costing you money, and that's not the whole point here. That's not why we're doing travel hacking and credit card points. Like we do not want it to cause us to spend money we do not have. We don't want to have annual fees that are not valuable to us. I can get it because I have the corporate green. Yeah, $550. When it was $550, that's when I had it. And I was really diligent to use the Uber Cash. We used the entertainment credit, so that's $440. Actually, I don't even know if they had the entertainment credit yeah, they did because we used it on Audible. The $200 hotel credit, it can sometimes be hard to use because it requires a 2-night minimum stay. So it's like going to force you to when you go to a hotel you might not otherwise go to just to get the credit. So like that's not an easy one to necessarily use. The airline fee credit is actually fairly easy to use. So like you could get that. So I mean, if you use those right there, you're pushing, what is that? $640. So I mean, you're close to the annual fee there, but it takes work. And the Uber Cash, the fact that it comes in $15 minimum monthly installments, that means I'm gonna have to pay for Uber. And I'm living in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. I don't have to use Uber a lot, but Uber every time I've used it is more than $15, right? And so if I have a month where I don't need to use it at all, which was very often, we would then use it for Uber Eats, and we'd end up spending money eating out that we might not otherwise spend. So like, yes, I'm going to get the credit, but what these credits do is it forces me to spend money I might not otherwise have spent. Which is why this is just, unless it is so clear that you're getting value, like Walmart Plus, like this is great. We get Walmart Plus, but we don't use Walmart Plus now. Like if we did, Equinox, there's no Equinox gyms around me. Cell phone protection is nice, but that means you have to use this card to buy your cell phone. And that's just not always the case. Like if I'm buying an iPhone, I might want to use my Apple card to get the most cash back, right? $100 Saks. It's hard to spend exactly $50 at Saks. You can't use it on a gift card. So then you end up spending like $60, but that's $10 at Saks you wouldn't have been spending. So the money adds up of money that you wouldn't otherwise spend. So that's why this is bad. So I just found that humorous. I saw that this week. I don't want to talk about that. And I don't want to talk about that either. We'll talk about all this stuff later. All right, final topic. It's 9:15. We're just hit the 45-minute mark. We're just going to spend the last few minutes on this. If you weren't watching earlier, I have a friend getting married in Costa Rica, and I had another friend ask me how he could get there on points, and so I just did a little bit of a search. I just wanted to show just some basic rules that I do in order to figure out how to get there. I immediately go to Google Flights, Pittsburgh to LIR, which is the airport they need me to fly in. Amex gives a credit. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I was talking about this. Amex gives a credit if you have a corporate card. That's nice. Obviously, you need to work for some big company that gives you a corporate card to get that. But all right. Google Flights, Pittsburgh to Liberia. I see this right away. I instantly know that American, just from experience, American typically has the best reward redemptions of Delta, American, United. The redemption rates for Delta and United are just going to be way higher. I mean, those are obviously more premium airlines. That's just not going to be an option. So my next step was I went to AmericanAirlines.com and hit the LIR. It's March 19th to the 23rd. I searched cash, but we'll look at the cash. Because that flight on Google Flights actually seemed a little high. So I think I was looking at, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, these flights, this is crazy. These flights were about $200 cheaper yesterday. Wow. Like, this is insane. This same flight yesterday, I have it written down. $540. It's $995 today. That is crazy. So obviously that's a lot of money. $1,000 round trip, one person to go. So we're going to look at these same flights and now, but we're going to check it out on points, see what it is. Redeem miles. Oh, you know what? I was mistaken. Hold on. Because you know what I noticed when I was booking with when I was booking in cash, the thing that I realized was coming home, the flight homes on Saturdays were absolutely insane. And so in order to just save a little bit of money, it was way better to come home on Friday. And that's just something you need to look at. Like, look at this. You're looking at a $200 price difference, more, you know, just under. To leave a day early. The wedding is on, I think, the 21st. So just leaving the day after the wedding instead of 2 days after the wedding. Look at that. Okay. All right. This makes a lot more sense. Sorry. I was getting myself worked up. But yeah, $550. So that's what you're looking at in cash. And so then just look at it in points. Already, I think this is more money though. Oh no, here we go. Come home on Friday instead. 36,000 miles. That's not bad at all. So then when I shared this with my friend to get that, you know, you would want, this is a way to get there round trip for one person. It's like, okay, how can I get 36,000 American Airlines? My favorite card to do that right now would be the Barclays American Airlines card. There is a $99 annual fee, but after you make a single purchase and pay the annual fee in full within the first 90 days, you get 50,000 Amex points. So for the $99 annual fee plus tax, you're going to get 50,000 points, go to Costa Rica round trip, end up with 14,000 points. You can hold on to this card then if you fly American Airlines. Yeah, even once every other year, this could be worth it. You'll get a checked bag free, preferred boarding, $25 statement credit on Wi-Fi, some savings on some in-flight purchases, no foreign transaction fee, which if you don't have a card does that. I mean, that can be nice. This anniversary companion certificate is a little misleading because you have to spend 20 grand on the card in a year to get it. So it's not a terrible card. I mean, if you fly American Airlines a lot, I mean, it could be a worthwhile card. But if your credit is solid, really good, you got a lot of accounts open, you could consider getting this card and then canceling, a year later before the annual fee hits. You will take a hit on your credit there, but I'd probably recommend a credit score around 670 for this card. But yeah, single card, get you to Costa Rica, there and back. So pretty cool. All right, 9:21, about 15 minutes, ending a little bit shorter tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight from Monday Night Live. This was a fun night. We discovered that great affiliate link offer for IHG. Again, if you were interested in that IHG card, I did put the referral link in the chat. It's right there. And if you haven't seen my latest video on Chase, go ahead and check that out. I wanted to talk about resortpass.com too. Just a great website that my wife Alice and I got to use. Maybe we'll save that for next Monday. But yeah, love you all. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Happy travel hacking. I'll see you next Monday.